Alright, so first of all, you're going to have to ignore the fact that I am fucking shit when it comes to making films, like movies or tutorials or anything like that. So bear with me and bear with the fucking shitty audio as well. Right. The link. I'll include the link in the video, right? But that's the link to the Unity release, which is 2022 354 F1. There's also Photopea as well, which is like a really good sort of online app for doing images. A bit like UAtlas's look. That's the image that you see in game as an icon. And Photopea is really good at doing all that. To give you a sort of an idea, obviously you'd spend a lot more time doing this, but so new project 256 transparent, so that would be your icon space in game, and then obviously you would do this properly, but like say that, and then you would export as PNG, new project, save, and that gives you this file, which is what you'd see in game. So you go to the already created XPath modeler, which is, this is just the base in like what you need in order to be able to load it up into the game. So your UAtlas. Alright, so that's new project there. As you can see, that's the recipe for the two posters. There's one poster which is 2x3 block, one poster which is standard 1x1, which is stand up, and the other one's on its side. This is your blocks XML. Again, this is the main poster. This is the main stand poster. File names. And you'll see their poster icon. So this icon here, poster 01, custom icon, so that the game knows what to do, right? What it is. Right, so if we do again, right, so new 256 transparent, create file, open place, same again, export as PNG, new project, save. That gives us that one. Go back in, 2x3 on its side, poster 01. Rename that to poster 2x3 001, which is the code for this icon. So you see. Right, so anyway, this, I'll include this anyway. So this poster is basically here. Once you make the file, you'll just drop it into the mods folder, like that, and then it'll load them up. So I'll include this in it, so all you need to do is make the files right. So you need 2022 354 F1 of Unity. That's the current, that's roughly the current. I think what they're using at the moment is 22 350 F1, which is for 2.2. You can download that version if you wish. That's perfectly fine. Anyway, I've included a standard poster size, which is just that, which sits in the right place, and there's also a poster 2x3 which sits in the right place. So all you would do is when you install Unity and you unpack the file I include, it'll put these assets into here. Just move them over to scenes out the way and then go from there. So you drag one up, and that's your first poster, as you can see. And then you've got your other one, which is the 2x3, which is on its side. Now don't move these, because if you move them they'll no longer be in the right place. Right, so if you want to work on one, close that. So you've just got this one. Go into materials, drag in. These will already be in here, by the way, obviously, when it's unpacked, but just showing you can just download and grab any file and just stick it on there. So these are here. So you select and then drag it over and drag it on. So now you have that. And then obviously you've got your other one, which is your 2x3. Just see. So again, these will be not removed. These will be removed because obviously you'll have new ones now. But yeah, so you see the materials. So go back to the standard, which is like 2 blocks, well, give or take. Right, so that gives you these. Right, now if you look inside the code, you'll see how these blocks are in the sense of what their model names are. All I've done is called them what they are. So to make the models, make sure both are visible. Select the model and drag down, let go, create original, drag down, create original. That gives you, and obviously once you're in here you have this main one here with which it has all of the positions. Obviously the parent you leave, the actual file, which we will rename actually, and get rid. Yeah, these obviously I've taken from this, that, which is my XXX paintings that I had ages ago. Right, so the parent, you never move, you never change. Child, which is the one where you position it for in the world. So drag down, drag down. That gives you that. Now save the file as what it's called. So build new, post row 1. And then this one obviously is posted 2x3. So right click, build. And that's it. Right, so you have your posters mod resources. So 1 resource, 2. That's your 2 new posters. I don't have a blank to load this up on, so you're just gonna have to load it up into this, but you'll see anyway what I mean. So meaning my overhaul's still in here, so that'll load up. So whenever you make a new mod or add a new mod, press F1 on console and watch the window for any red errors. I'll pause here and wait for it to finish loading. Right, so all I've done is load Navigain up. Right, new Navigain. Right, so right, kill all, so there's nothing around. CM for creative menu, and that's in the way. Right, poster was poster. Right, so there's the two new posters that you created, and of course I'll get my ass kicked in my overall. Hang on. Right, so if I do wood. Right, so that would be one poster. That's how the other poster would look on the side. So that's how that would look. That's how that would look. As you can see, it's the exact size for the blocks and matches. And that should give you a sort of like an easier way of doing it, rather than trying to mess around trying to do it all from scratch. Yeah, so that's prefab, unpack, copy, paste. Two, and then show. Go back into materials, drag your image into materials, select your poster, drag on. Obviously you want to keep your images above 2K is better. You can get away with 1K, but 2K is better. I think these are 1K images and they're all right, but 2K is better, so you see it as a really clear image. And then you've got, go back to assets, there's your posters there. If you want to make this one number 2, just drag it into number 2, and then you'd save, build as the name, and save. Open up your posters, resources, place in, and remember you've got a poster 02 now. So you go to config, you'd need a block and a recipe. So what you would do is you would basically copy, just for simplicity, you would copy this, go down, paste, rename that to 02, 02, 02, 02. Obviously you'd need to make a new custom icon with for it to appear and name it 02. But that's basically how you would do it. And then you go into recipes and you would do the same. Oh, actually, yeah, 2 times 3, 02, yeah. So there you go back into recipes, you see the poster 2 times 3, you just duplicate that and paste and do number 2, so it knows to look for the file under the block. And you can duplicate them as many times as you want. You can actually make any size. You can make any size poster you want to make. If you right click anywhere and go to 3D object and cube, then you can make then you would use scale like that. As you can see, that gives you any size of flat plane that you can use to make as a solid for your shape. The only thing, obviously, you need to know where to put it. And these are in the correct position, obviously, to sit against the blocks behind. So, as you can see. Anyway, like I said, I'll include these in there anyway. You can mess around with them and whatnot. Alright, hope that helps.